Hello everyone, it's Pastor Lon, the Homestead and Pastor, my beautiful wife Robbie Lynn. We're out here on the front porch today on the homestead, and
it's daylight.
It's daylight, yeah. It's in the daytime for a change. We figured we'd try that. See how y'all like that. But anyway, hope everybody's doing well. Been a lot going on here on the homestead since last week, and I'm sure y'all have had a lot going on as well. The weather has been going on. We had 2 days this week that Monday morning it was down right around freezing. I think it was like 33, a little bit above freezing. And we had a breeze here, and it was cloudy that night before we went to bed. And so we didn't get a frost Monday morning, but Tuesday morning it got down below freezing, and we had a heavy frost. And I got out there early before the sun came up, and like I did the week before, washed off all the fruit trees, the frost off of the fruit trees with the water hose. All of our plants that I thought they might have affected, the blueberries, elderberry bushes, just whatever we thought the frost may burn back, I washed it off again. The fig tree behind us over here, and it's already got little figs on it, but so far, so good. They maybe got some tips burned on the leaves a little bit, but overall, it's looks like it worked, washing the frost off.
Saved by the spray.
I hope so. So, speaking of the weather though, that was earlier in the week, lows in the 30s and highs in the 50s. Now today is what?
Right now it's 73, but it's supposed to get up to 81. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 87.
And then right on through the weekend,
high 70s, low 80s.
Yeah.
Until next week it's 66.
But no more freezing temperatures.
Not in the future. Not until this is the 10-day forecast. I don't see anything in it.
Okay, so good deal with that. But anyway,
some more rain coming Monday, Saturday, thunderstorms.
But anyway, that's what's been going on with the weather, and hopefully now, I hope it's still March, so we can't really say that that's the last frost, but we hoping so. But we fix to get real busy. We've been planting, transplanting our plants in the greenhouse. You want to mention that? We've done a little video on it, but
so far we've gotten
crashed it.
2 trays of tomatoes put out into the bigger containers, but we got a bunch more stuff to transplant.
Yep.
A bunch. When you plant the seed, you're thinking, oh, I need to plant a little bit more, but then
when it comes time to transplant them, you got a lot.
Well, you're not sure about how many's going to germinate, but probably 99% of mine germinated.
Yep.
That little greenhouse is the trick.
It is.
It's very, very good.
Yep. So
it's a much more controlled environment for them, and
we're fixing to get ramped up on the planting though outside. The green stalks, getting ready to start putting some more stuff in there.
I've already put
but that
anything that can stand the cool, I put out there. Lettuces and spinach and radish and carrots.
You got any in that about furthest one? Okay. I know you said something about moving.
We got to move that one.
It's not getting enough sunshine.
It's too shaded.
Yeah.
But I went ahead and put the seeds in there. But we can move that.
Planting season is
upon us.
Get real busy.
Probably wait until Good Friday or after is what they say as far as putting out in the ground. But I'm gonna go ahead and get my potatoes and get them ready to go in the ground or in the buckets. Probably putting them back in the buckets this year.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to planting season and getting all our gardens going full blast, and hopefully with this bright sunshine and warm days. And
you were talking about, I was talking about rain. When's the last time you got a good, just normal thunderstorm? I haven't seen a normal, just like we used to have when I was younger. You'd have a thunderstorm, you'd hear thunder and lightning, it rain and settle in, and just be a now it's just like all of a sudden you get a big gush of rain and it's gone, and it's just crazy.
And a lot of times,
what does that tell you?
The man's messing with the weather, but lots of times
storms are man-made. Yeah.
Lots of times it's those storms are real violent and gone. Wind
and rain and gone. Yeah.
But you remember what our grandparents used to call them? They didn't call them a thunderstorm. What did they call them?
Nor'easter?
No.
Thunder boomers.
Thundercloud. I've heard them call it. Probably thunder boomer.
Nor'easters is when it's chillier.
Yeah, that's what used to. Yeah, I think around here they call it a September gale, stuff like that. But You don't even see those anymore like it used to be.
Nothing is normal anymore.
But to your point, I remember that. Y'all probably do too. Have a storm, a cloud come up, as we call it. And when we used to have a cloud come up, our grandparents and parents used to tell us to get in the house when it was really bad, if it's thunder and lightning, get in the house and sit on the couch. And back then you didn't have cell phones, nothing like that. Keep your feet off the floor and,
so the lightning
and respect, reverence God while he's doing his work.
And don't be in the shower and it starts
on the landline telephone.
You're coming out the shower.
Yeah. But
soap in your hair, anything, you coming out.
But to Robert Lynn's point, it used to come up a cloud like that.
Come up a cloud.
And it would rain and thunder and lightning or whatever. Then
you could hear it off at a distance going away.
It would go away, but it would still rain slowly.
And then you'd hear another one coming.
Yeah, it was just so much. Even the thunderstorms were more peaceful back then than they are today.
Yeah.
But just goes back to missing those days going by, time of the past. But even though, and then we used to get out there after it would pass the lightning, let's get out there and we play in the mud puddles or mud holes, we call them around here.
Yep. And make that wheel spin and it'll be all over your back.
Have it all up your back. Yep. Or play in the water too long, have ringworms in your feet. Remember that?
I ever had a ringworm.
Oh, I did. I had ringworms. But anyway, you don't see much weather like that. It's usually violent and quick and come in quick and gone, moving in real fast, move out real fast.
No spring and no fall. It's all cold or hot.
But this is not a negative video. We're just telling you that's how it is now. And y'all probably experienced that in your neck of the woods as well. But like she said, nothing's normal anymore.
It went from freezing to now it's 80-something degrees.
You normal.
I don't know about that either.
You normal.
I like to think I'm normal sometimes.
The sheep are still doing really good. Matter of fact, they're out there right now. And we've been rotational grazing our sheep. How about that? With that Premier One solar powered electric fence, man, we about got that thing down pat. Moving it to different places, and now they'll follow you right to the
Cooper. He's chasing the cat.
They'll follow you out of the pasture into the Premier One fencing, and in the evenings we'll move them back in there until we get a sheep tractor built out where we can leave them out and then just move them around from place to place.
They'd probably be fine, but see, by the end of the day, is the reason we don't. The electrical has already lost all of its juice. So
yeah, we got to do a little better job.
Which we don't have a problem with them coming out. We just don't want something to come in to get them.
Yeah, they haven't.
They don't try to challenge the fence because they were trained. Denise and Ben trained them.
Trained them well. Yeah. So the sheep are doing good. The goats are doing well. The pasture's starting to grow, and now with this 80-degree weather and sunshine, it ought to really. It ought to really, as soon as it warms up good at night, it ought to really start going. And that is a good thing.
My dogwoods are starting to bloom, my two that I have.
I sprayed those too, and I can see they're a little bit rusty looking, a little burn a little bit, but I don't think it killed them, but it burned them back a little bit. Or bit them. It bit them a little bit.
Bit them on the toe?
Yeah. But also in the pasture, I done a little video earlier this week about the pond. I got a call, a pastor friend of mine's son-in-law. I've been meaning to call him forever and hadn't done it yet, but I got to call him. And I'll see about come and help me dig that pond out, as I showed y'all if you watched that video. If you didn't, go back and watch it. But about how we're going to try to dig that pond down where we have fresh water coming in there for the animals, and we may stock some fish in there.
We're going to have a fishing pond.
Corey texted me the other day, wanted to know if there was any fish in that pond. Some of the guys he worked with
wanted feels so good.
Some of the guys he worked with wanted to come fish a little bit, but not right now. But we're working on that.
We do have fish in there, but we don't know what kind.
Yeah, but like
we never caught any.
Yeah, like I said though, with the rain, don't get much rain, it dries up, and we got to get that thing fed from underground stream again like it was.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying though, we're going to put another permanent fence across the middle of the pasture so we can divide it a little more, so we can move the Premier One fencing around. Also share it on there, and hope Mr. Cliff can get some more hay. That old hay, got it rolled out in there, and hope some of the seeds in there will germinate and help us to grow more grass in the pasture.
It'll be easier to move the electrical netting
inside the perimeter fence. Yeah.
With it not being so big, because you already have one side of it, and all you have to do is come around, and then as you rotate them, just take it around.
Plus, after April 20th, when we get the cow to the butcher, we have that whole back pasture we can use too for the sheep and the goats.
You know, that might be a good place to grow. Just let it grow for what they call, is it winter grazing they call it? So you stockpile.
Okay.
Yeah. For them to have when everything else is
Plus
down.
because we got so much other area for them to
We
graze.
got plenty for them.
Yeah. Well, you figure we got, well, we don't, the whole 18 acres or 17 acres is not where they can graze, but we got that pasture spot. What we figured that thing was before?
9 maybe.
Something like that. 7, 8, 9, something like that. I don't know exactly the acreage on those pastures. But then we got this field now in front of the house that's where we're grazing the sheep at now.
Mm-hmm. Where we had the garden.
They
last
eating the
year.
cover crops we planted in the garden last year.
But once we get more educated, we'll have more crops and more stuff growing out there other than just the native grasses or whatever.
Right.
But Denise told me now we're considered grass farmers.
I heard that, grass farm.
Because we're learning how much they'll eat, like in the area that we put them in. If they eat it down in a day or two, you'll learn. She said to know once it gets so short to move them.
Move them.
From what we're doing now, usually 2 days, at least 2 days.
2
maybe.
days and then move them again.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you figure out what they like and don't like too.
But speaking of moving, we're gonna leave the sheep and the goat and let you know what else we've been doing. Just today, I got a little video that I'm gonna post separate from this, so y'all see it. But just to tell you, we've been hatching biddies like crazy around here. Y'all know we had the 12 originally, and we told y'all about the snake getting in there and getting 2 of them. Those other 10 are doing fine.
Yeah, they're 4 weeks old.
And we go and tell them when we moved them out of
We
there.
just moved them into the what we call the grow out pen, bigger pen for them to grow out in, and moved the little 1 week old but biddies into the brooder that we moved them out of.
And then the ones in the incubator, you
Moved into the baby.
the ones you moved
The baby brooder.
Yeah. So it's
The
just
nursery.
yeah, nursery. We move them out of the incubator into
the nursery.
step 1 and step 2, step
They
3.
go from the nursery to the brooder, and then from the brooder to the grow out pen, and from the grow out pen they'll go in with the big
Right.
chicken.
So we got a little process going here. But how many do you think we got all together? Counting the 10 we moved.
We moved, was it 17 into the brooder?
Yep.
And we had 10, that's 27.
And then
And I think we got
I can't remember what we put in there.
17.
Something like that. It's close
And then
to
we
20.
still got 6 in the incubator, and there's more hatching.
More hatching. So
But see, my mama's getting some, and then Brother Johnny wants some,
yeah.
and I'm not gonna keep them all for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna keep a lot of them.
I'm gonna get me a new flock of good little hens, because I'm gonna move my chicken coop over here next to my garden.
Yeah.
That's where I'm gonna put
And
them.
we're gonna move it right over here next to our garden.
And then the rest of them we're gonna rotate out there in the pasture.
Yep. We're gonna put them out there scratching
Behind the
compost.
sheep.
Yep. I'm excited about that rotation.
Once
of
we get our
grazing.
wheels on our tractor.
Yep. Which is coming.
Yep. Put wheels on it. Well, we could probably move it now.
Yeah, we
but
could.
You just have to have the 4-wheeler to drag it.
We got a lot going on between the garden getting started, moving these, hatching all these chicks,
That was a big step.
rotating
The sheep.
the sheep on new grass. Hopefully get the pond dug out here soon.
The sheep are so much more, I don't know what you would call it. There's no way I could go out there. Sometimes it's
Sometimes that's
dusk.
dark.
Is it dusk or dawn? Dusk.
Dusk.
Dusk, and we can go out there and they'll still follow us into that pasture. Those goats would probably be out yonder in the woods somewhere.
They'd be out yonder.
Maybe
doing
would
their
follow me, but the rest of them are like, goats are stubborn.
But the sheep are the way to go. Somebody asked us on here, and I may have made mention of this in the comment, but they asked us which of the smaller animals that we like the most out of the hogs or pigs, goat, and sheep is definitely the sheep.
I love my goats.
But speaking of hogs, you just fried us a pork chop that we had in the freezer all for our own hogs.
From either Curly or, what was the other name? Bradley had him named Curly. I can't remember.
I remember.
I know Curly was one of them.
Bradley thinks it's still back there in the pen, but we didn't tell him any different. If we ever get any more, we just named them the same names they were originally, because he won't understand stuff like that. So.
He'll remember the names.
Hell yeah, he wouldn't. I'm talking about as far as us butchering them, he wouldn't get all that.
Everybody saying, "You didn't get rid of Bradley's cow." I said, Bradley cannot touch the cow.
Yeah.
You know, if we, hopefully a little bit later on down the road when we get more settled, I would love to have a mini Jersey, tame mini Jersey, and he'll be able to pet him.
That would be a whole lot different story.
Yeah.
But yeah, we bartered with Ben and Denise with some of the cows and the sheep. We got one going to the butcher.
Very soon.
April 20th.
Right before my birthday.
Yep.
And tell them what we got running loose around here.
A rabbit. Went out there to feed him yesterday, and one of our black rabbits, meat rabbits, had gotten out of the pen, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I thought one of these dogs here probably done had it for lunch.
Supper.
But lunch, supper,
Breakfast.
whatever, a meal. So this morning when I was out there feeding up some of the biddies, I seen it take off behind the building out there where we got behind the house there where we got the biddies at.
Cooper.
And then seen her butt stuck out where she's under that, and she's under that
It's
same. Well, he's under that same barn where Sadie and them bed at. Hoping we'll try to wrangler the rabbit up here shortly.
Or let him free range. I don't want him around here eating my hoss and stuff. He won't come around here probably because of the dogs.
You catch him with
See, the other one that kept
or-
escaping twice, she's the bigger one and she's more tame and she didn't leave from under right there around the brood.
Right, you could catch her right back
Not
up.
far, but he's a boy and he's kind of rambunctious.
We might have to catch
We
him.
don't have to worry about him mating nothing, that's for sure.
No,
He got neutered.
he did in the pen. They took care of him. But if you can't catch him with that net like we normally do, we might have to just.
Let him go.
No, we ain't gonna let him go. If he ain't your flowers, we gonna either we have to catch him with a 22 bullet and put him in the pot. That's what we're raising
He'll be
him for.
forced to dispatch him.
He'll force my hand. Yeah.
Which we were going to let that guy you work with get him.
Yeah.
If he wants him, tell him to come get him.
If he can catch him, he can have him.
Free meat.
As far as everybody else, the kids and everybody, they seem to be doing well. Been real busy at church. A lot going on with our note burning ceremony this past Sunday.
Friends Day.
Bring a friend day.
We ate afterwards.
Had a good meal afterwards, man, like a homecoming meal. Tell you, I miss those. Used to have them a lot when we was growing up. Dinner on the grounds at the church. We had that. We had it in the building because of the weather. I had it in the fellowship hall, but it's still good. I mean, they had plenty of food, meats, vegetables, desserts. It was really good. Good time of fellowship. Oh, fellowship hall about packed out, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had to use Sunday school room.
Yep. I had to use the overflow Sunday school room.
Which we got that back screen room we could put. We need to get more extra tables.
And when the weather's right, we can use that more.
And then this April 1st, we're having our annual Easter celebration out here.
Yeah, back out here on the homestead. The kids really look forward to coming out here with the animals and stuff, and just plenty of place to run, and it does us good to be able to accommodate them.
I was hoping to have some baby bunnies, but that ain't happening.
Yeah.
We got too much other stuff going on to worry about baby bunnies.
Yeah. But I have been trying to. I shared a video about time. I've been trying to do better with my time. I see you cutting in my eyes. I'm working on her
Y'all
with her
pray for
time.
me.
Yeah, she's. I mean, I'm not saying anything negative, but you need to do better with your time. You know you need to do
I
better.
get distracted and get too
That's
many
her
things
biggest
going at
problem.
one
She
time.
gets distracted. I don't know if any of y'all let us know. Men or women, if y'all starting something, is that you easily get distracted and go off doing something else. Like the other night, we should
I
have
can
videoed.
totally just go from one thing to another and just forget about what I was doing before.
Yeah,
That's a bad habit of mine.
but
But I ask him, how do you change it? How do you change something that's in a person like that? That's just me.
you got to be disciplined, just like you train a child to do something else. I reckon do. Not you a child,
You
but
gotta retrain me.
I'm not about retraining you, but I try to. I mean, we help one
He'll
another.
remind me.
That's all I can
Robbie,
do.
what were you just doing? And what
Like
are
the other
what are
night.
you starting that for?
The other night you cooked supper. We like sometimes y'all let us know. Do y'all like breakfast for supper sometime? Like grits and eggs and sausage or
Fried
bacon, pork chop the
Over
other night.
medium,
Over medium, over
easy.
easy. How do you like
Sunny
eggs?
side is most time people call that over easy.
Sunny side up.
But he don't like his real runny, so I
Well,
flip it and make it over medium.
I can eat them runny if I'm gonna put them in the grits and stuff. But
Mix
if I
it
make like a sandwich, I like it over
Medium.
where the yellow's a little bit more done. But I can eat an egg pretty much any way she cooks it. But she fixed it supper. We get ready to eat, and I look over there, and she's over there with the cheese grater thingy, making homemade laundry detergent. I'm like, Robin Lynn, What are you doing that for?
I had started it earlier, and I needed some more
supplies, and it came.
And it came, so I just got distracted.
So she quit with that, washed up, and we ate supper, and then she went back at it. That's the kind of
I
stuff
was organizing my cabinet. I stopped and was putting labels on my containers.
Many times, I'm guilty of that sometimes, especially if I hang with her a lot. But if we'll be starting something and then we'll go off on something else, and we'll look back one and say, "How did we get way over here? I thought we were supposed to be doing this."
Yeah.
I'm sure we're the only people that
one thing and wind up doing another.
I'm sure we're the only people that have that problem. Nobody else probably gets distracted but us. Y'all let us know if you do.
Well, we'll eventually get it done.
Yeah, we do. We get it done, but it does seem like you get more accomplished if you can stay on task and knock that out and then move to something else.
How boring would life be if you just went by the rules all the time?
Your life ought not be too boring then.
I mean, if you just had a list and went by that list every day, that would be a boring life.
No, I'm not talking about that. I know some people that they do this every Monday.
We have meatloaf on Monday and spaghetti on Friday.
No way.
Breakfast on Wednesday.
I want you to. We'll fix or eat whatever we feel like we want that week.
I like a little variety and spice in my life.
But I'm talking about ain't no set. They ain't like you now. You set Monday aside sometime to try to get your deep cleaning done. But I'm talking about as far as being structured to have to do this.
That's not a have to. If something comes up, I can always switch it.
Now, we fly about a seat our britches around here most of the time.
But it's just me though getting distracted and trying to do. Instead of trying to do 5 things at one time, if I just get one at a time done.
Yeah. It's better to get 1 or 2 things done and accomplished and finished than to have 5 or 6 things left undone.
Oh, I get them done. I just run myself right at doing it because I'm back and forth.
But it gets you stressed out and gets you ill by the time you get it done. Yeah. That's the part I'm trying to avoid.
I get them done. It's just the way I go about getting them done.
Yeah. That's those days when you come in the house and you see that and you say, well, I'm going back out here to split some wood, or I'm going back out here to feed the animals or whatever. And there's nothing negative towards her. It's just that, I know I got no sense. No, been married long enough. No, I need to give you your space. But it's all good. We work together as a team.
Still haven't caught a bee yet.
No, but the weather's been bad.
Well, I've seen several running around here.
They just started coming back out. They don't usually come out unless it gets warm and hot. But we got our bee traps up. We're going to see if we catch anything. I see one down there now. I see them hovering right there at the end of the porch.
Maybe we can catch them and relocate them.
Oh, I am.
To somebody else's house.
To that chicken pen out there.
Yeah, we're feeding the chickens.
Yep.
Yeah. We're going to have another great nephew this Friday. Supposedly, she's going to be induced Friday morning.
Yep.
We're going to have a great nephew named Cooper.
Yeah. And Robin Lynn's mama's still doing good. Doing well.
Kicking up her heels.
Yeah, her little sassy self. Back to her sassy self, ain't she?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a good thing. Y'all let us know what y'all had going on in y'all's neck of the woods, what the weather's like. I always ask you that. But are y'all planting a garden? Are y'all, whoever on here, y'all raising hatching out any biddies or whatever? I see a lot of people commenting on it about you don't have a lot of land, but I'm telling you, you don't have to have a lot of land to have chickens and small animals. They don't take up much room, do they?
Rabbits, chicken, quail, which I've never been interested in quail, really.
I got a guy I work with that raises quail.
I've never even tasted them though.
Yeah.
It might be good. I'm sure they are.
Oh yeah.
It'd take 6 eggs to make one full-size egg?
Yeah.
But they say they have more nutritional value, or I forgot. But my goal is to get that pond like it needs to be and get me some more geese and ducks. I love geese and ducks.
And I'm with you 100% as long as we can get.
Especially geese. I want some with the little ruffled feathers so bad. I saw a hawk just
I did too. See the shadow go over. But anyway, we hope y'all enjoy sitting a spell with us. Leave us some comments below. Let us know, like I said, what y'all got going on.
Again, sorry.
If y'all have problems getting distracted, men and women, we all do. But it is better if we can stay on task and get things done and move to the next one.
If he only saw me when he's at work.
I got the best woman in the world and know it and proud of it.
I need a lot of work.
She's got a lot going on though.
I need some retune. Retune like a guitar.
You just need to try
My
to
strings have been
use
worn.
your time wisely, and also use the people in your life, whoever they are, to help encourage you and draw strength from them, and learn from one another and encourage one another. That's what I love. I love doing that.
So this feels fine right here under the shade.
Yeah.
But I mean, above 80 you can have it. I don't want nothing hotter than 80. It's just too hot.
Something about sitting there on the front porch,
Watching the guineas.
watching the guineas peck right here. I mean, we ain't had no problem with no ticks and no fleas in forever since these guineas run loose. I know they're a little annoying sometimes to some people. They don't really bother us anymore. We used to them. About that drag strip when it fires up, people think, hey, God, they racing in your front yard, but it don't even faze us. I don't even think nothing about it until somebody says something. But sitting here, just enjoying God's creation and relaxing on the front porch, it don't get no better than this. We've been very blessed. God is good all the time.
Did you check that first pen to see if there's any more guinea eggs? There was 2 in there last time I
did
checked.
not. We need to go check it.
I was hoping that she would lay on them in there.
I didn't go check it, but I will. But
if we could catch her in there, we could shut her up. But those things are tough. The dogs will actually, they'll have I mean, I've proven it.
What?
That how tough those guinea,
Yeah.
drop it from,
drop
just
it,
drop it,
it
won't
bust.
bust.
Yeah.
Unless you drop it on cement or something.
Yeah, that's right. Just drop it on the ground.
Normal ground where a chicken egg would bust, it won't. They're tough.
They're real thick eggs.
Mm-hmm. Some of them feel like they got sandpaper on them. I want me some white guineas, but I know they're more predator, whatever, susceptible. But I don't think we have that much problem as far as hawks and all with our guineas.
No.
And they're always roost up in a high tree, so you don't have to worry about fox or nothing like that at night.
No.
But I do need to replenish because we had found 2 this past week that had passed away.
Yeah.
I don't know what they passed away from, but I guess
I don't know.
they just passed away of natural causes, I reckon.
Didn't see any.
No, they hadn't been feathers.
Right, like they'd been attacked or anything.
It's like they just lay there and passed.
But
might have had a heart attack.
might have been stressed out trying to do too many things at one time.
Yeah.
That might have been what they
They
done.
might have been watching me.
But you got so much to do. Sometimes you have to multitask like that.
Oh, I have to do
Because they
something.
just, you know, we don't want y'all to think bad of Michaela, but Michaela is a challenge. She is a high maintenance for us having to take care of her in a day's time in a 24-hour period. So pray for this lady, precious lady here, because she needs it, because Michaela's a handful. We love her to death, but she is a handful.
I try to do it with joy.
Yeah.
Thinking of it as that's what God's given me to do, and I'm pleasing Him by doing it.
Yeah. But also you got to realize other people watching you do what you do, and they drawing strength from you. You might not feel like it sometimes, but y'all let her know that we talk about it a lot, and I heard a lot of people say, y'all don't see how she does what she does, and I don't either, but she does a fine job at doing it. And I try to support and help out as much as I can, but me being going to work during the week, it is kind of tough for me to help, but try to be moral support, and sometimes it's just me coming home and you've been able to
just coming home.
Just hold on to me. I'll tell you, that's a good feeling. Good feeling. So anyway, we're going to end this video. It's getting a little lengthy. We don't want to bore y'all too much longer. So anything else you got?
You think we bore them?
I don't know. They keep coming back, so it must not be either they're
Some of
not
our
bored or they
faithful
like
ones,
being
huh?
bored.
Our faithful
We are
customers.
thankful for our faithful people on here. Our channel slowly grows a little bit at a time. We steady clicking along, but we're so thankful for all of our dedicated subscribers that support us and pray for us. We really appreciate you all and your families.
There ain't many people that can say they know just about every one of their subscribers.
The ones that comment, we do.
You know if they're new or if,
Yeah,
you know.
we do. We do. So, anyway, well, y'all have a good rest of the day and a good upcoming weekend. I thought you was fitting to yawn on me.
No.
She ain't yawning today, it's daytime, so might need to try to do this in the daytime more. But until next time, y'all remember, Jesus Christ loves you.
And Jesus Christ is the answer for anything and everything you're going through in life.
Amen. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.